What's up, my fellow battlers? mrryanwayne here, and today we're going to be doing a Fusion Cup tournament. That's right, all that training we've been doing is for this tournament that I did not wait. I'm going to be waiting the tournament at the very end of the month. It's probably going to be 6-7 rounds, and it's going to have a lot of tough competitors, but more of that later. Anywho, so what I'm going to be running today is Cloyster, Shiftry, Altaria, Wishcash, Bronzong, and Alolan Marowak. And yeah, Cloyster was a new addition. Admittedly, it was the day before, and I really liked using it in practice battles, so decided to bring it. Alright, cut the chit-chat, let's go straight to the battles. So my first opponent is going to be Pokecraze. She's bringing Venusaur, Frostlass, Wishcash, Wigglytuff, Charizard, and Altaria. And I'm looking at her team, I'm like, okay, she could have a potential double flying strat. So I'm going to lead off with Cloyster, and let's see how I do. Alright, Shiver. Didn't give everyone's nickname in the beginning, but that's okay, you'll know him. Alright, so I start off with Shiver, she starts off with Altaria. Great matchup for me. I'm just going to go for the Icy Wind just to finish it off or burn a shield. I have the advantage, and here comes a Sky Attack. I wanted my Cloyster alive so I can do some more damage to stuff in the back, and at this point I'm just going to feint it down. Bye-bye Altaria. And then in comes a Wishcash, and I'm going to Icy Wind that, debuffing it, and things are looking good. I have I don't really have the best stuff in the back to counter it, so I'm just going to do what I can with the resources that I have. So I'm going to get off another Icy Wind, and I switch into my Bronzong. Now that it is -2, the Wishcash, the Mud Bomb is going to do too much, and I'm able to feint it down with Psychics. Great. And then in comes that Venusaur. I have 2 counters in the back to take care of it. So, Shy Shock got the shield. Can I make it to another one? More than likely, yeah. Here comes the Frenzy Plant. It does a healthy amount. Healthy for her. And she gets another Frenzy Plant, but I am not worried because I have Alolan Marowak in the back to finish her off. Hey. GG's. Alright, the next one, I'm going to switch things up, and I'm going to bring Alolan Marowak in front. She uses the Altaria again, so I'm going to switch out into Bronzong, and I'm just, chunking away with these confusions. I'm just going to take this Sky Attack. Does nothing. She's not switching out. Not sure why, but, we all have our strategy. She uses shield on my Shy Shock, and then I'm going for another one. Here comes another Sky Attack. I'm going to shield this, and boom. Okay, I get off the other Shy Shock, and things are looking good. She's either going to burn her shield or bye-bye Altaria with one more confusion. And then what is she going to bring in? It's a Wigglytuff. Okay, usually this is a winning matchup, but you need health for that. But that doesn't look like the case, but I'm able to get off the Shy Shock. She's shaving her last shield, and so I bring in my Alolan Marowak. I'm just going to farm it down so I have energy for whatever's in the back. I can take an Ice Beam, I can take a Play Rough. It's an Ice Beam. Like I said, I take that, and I'm, chunking down, and then I'm going to fake out with the Bone Club, and then I'm going to switch into Cloyster, and I am going for that Icy Wind, because it's going to do a lot. It's going to debuff it. I blocked this thinking it was going to be a Blast Burn. It was a Dragon Claw, and so I'm just going for this Icy Wind. Let's see how much it'll do. It does a good amount, and then I'm able to feint it down with Eye Shards. GG's. And we do another round because, it's good practice. And then, so she starts with Wiggly. I start off with Bronzong. I'm looking good. I go for the Side Shock just to see if I can get a shield in the process. She decides to take it. Alright, I'll take that too. Just weakening it down. She doesn't get off a charge move, so everything is looking good so far. Except for when that Wishcash comes in. But, I'm ahead. I have switch priority. And, I'm just doing all the damage I can with Bronzong right now against this Wishcash. So when I bring in my Cloyster, it's a better matchup than it originally is. And so I'm going to take this Mud Bomb. Doesn't do too much. And then I'm going straight for the Icy Wind. Is she going to shield it? She does. Okay. And so she's going to take all these Ice Shards. Here comes an attack. I'm just going to take it. I'm saving my shields for whatever's in the back. Here comes a Mud Bomb. There it is. And then, yep, I just feint it down, and I have an Icy Wind ready to go for this Venusaur. Yep, And in the back, I have my Alolan Marowak. You know, it's Venusaur's attack is lowered. There's not much it can do. I'm still gonna shield because I'm not here to flex. I'm here to just do my best and win. So I go for that Shadow Ball, and boom, GG's. My next opponent is a good Pokebattler friend of mine, OG Master Wade, and he's gonna bring Poliwrath, Magcargo, Altaria, Wishcast, Sandslash, and Ninetales. Usually him and I are kind of a little bit equally matched, but let's see how it works out for this competition. Alright, we're starting off, and looking at his team, I'm fearing that Magcargo a little bit, not gonna lie, so I start with Bronzong, I catch it, it is a Alolan Ninetales, and it is a Charm variant. Okay, it goes into Sandslash, I decide to go into Wishcash, saving my Bronzong, and I like this matchup a little bit better, even though those Ice Punches aren't the best, but knew my Bronzong was going to be key for the end. Also, it was the only counter for that Alolan Ninetales. So I'm just taking down, getting off these Mud Bombs because I don't want to take another Ice Punch because I'm thinking Magcargo's in the back. Magcargo's in the back. And as the narrative suggests, it may not be in the back. So I switch out into my Bronzong. Dumb decision on my part. I should have just let it faint and let it have energy because I can just bring Bronzong and be okay. Now I'm kind of in a sticky situation. Wishcast versus my Bronzong. Not good. This is why you have to be cool, calm, collective, and not panic. Bad Rilo. And so, I got off a Psyshock, and then it's at very low range. I decided to take this thinking it might be a Mud Bomb. It was a Blizzard, so I just lost all chance of winning this game. But I'm going for the Mud Bomb. It might be shielded, but we always go down swinging. And boom. I lost. With a shield. Bad Rilo. Alright, next match. We have Alolan Marowak versus Wishcash. Not ideal at all. So I switch into my Cloyster, and then as soon as the Alolan Sandslash comes in, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go charge up to a Hydro Pump, and I'm going to get off this Icy Wind. Will he block it? He does. And I'm going to try and see if I can get to something else. I didn't know if this was going to be Bulldoze or Ice Punch. It was a Bulldoze. Does nothing. And now, because, it's kind of ruined his Sandslash, I'm just going to go straight for the Hydro Pump. He takes it. And then in comes the Wishcash. Alright. I want to see if I can get off this Ice Shard. Icy Wind. He gets another one. I decide not to block it. And there goes my Cloyster, and it's okay, I have switch advantage, but I don't really have the best things for it. I have a Wishcash with a bit more energy, but, it varies who gets off the Blizzard, who doesn't, and then he makes a really great switch, and I'm like, crap. He blocks it too, and I have Alolan Marowak up front. He's not good against either of these. I decide to just go for, Shadow Ball and let come what may. Seeing if it would give me a little bit more of an advantage. Things are not looking good. Marowak goes down. Bye-bye, Willow. In comes something fishy. Here comes a Sky Attack. I shield it. Am I able to get to a Blizzard? The narrative suggests no, and it is a no. But we're going to do one more match because, just keep on fighting till the very end. And then, bad matchup. My Cloyster against his Ninetales, and I am going to go straight for the Icy Wind fake out. Does he let it land? He does. Crap. And so what's coming my way? It's going to be a Psyshock. He told me that he did not charge it all the way, and because he didn't think I would get to another Icy Wind. Now it's -2 debuff, and then I go straight to Bronzong, getting some of that good energy. I got the Charmer out of the way. Nice. And then what comes in but a Wishcash. So I'm going to get off the Psyshock, hoping that he takes it so I have a bit of an energy advantage. Alright, great. I'm just staying in there because I know there's not much I can do. I'm just relying heavily on the Pokemon in the back to do something. He switches. Great. I do get off the Psyshock prematurely. Not the greatest, but I go into something fishy and I'm like, alright. He didn't get too much energy off of my Bronzong. That's great. So this matchup is favorable. I can farm up a little, do some damage. He's getting these Ice Punches off pretty fast. One of the great things about Sandslash and the Alolan form. So I go for a Mud Bomb, Does he take it? He does, and so I'm going to farm away so I have some energy against his final Pokemon, and I go for the Blizzard. Just be like, alright, he might think I'm faking him out. Does he shield? He does. It's his last Pokemon, he has to. And then in comes what could be a Mud Bomb or a Blizzard. It is a Mud Bomb. Oh, shucks. So I try to farm up a little bit, trying to catch this Mud Bomb, just so I can go straight for a charge attack, but he doesn't, let it charge all the way, and in comes a Mud Bomb. It's not going to faint, but I'm able to get off my Mud Bomb, and it is going to faint his Wish Cash. GG's. GG's. Alright, next up we're going to have T-Nunsky. He's pretty new to the PvP scene, so he's going to bring Charizard, Heracross, Swampert, Probopass, Shiftry, and Altaria. And I'm like, alright, I feel that, T-Swizzle is probably going to be the safest thing to go off with, and let's see how that works out for me. Okay. Waiting. And here we are. And so I have Altaria. He starts off with Charizard. I'm like, alright, this is favorable in a way. I just have to watch out for the Dragon Claws and everything, and know when to shield, when not to shield, and it's kind of a shield-dependent thing. Anywho, so I go for the Sky Attack. Is he going to take it? He shields it, as he should, so he can get off another Dragon Claw. I'm going to shield this one. And, yep. So I'm going to try and get to the other Sky Attack. Is he going to let his Charizard faint? Yep, he does. And then he brings in his Altaria. I'm like, alright. This is okay. I am good on everything. I'm going into my Wish Cache and, see if I can get that Blizzard off on it. But he switches into his Shiftry, and I'm like, crap. This isn't necessarily a losing matchup, per se, but it's not favorable. So I'm just like, crap, he's going to probably store up energy. I have to go for these Bone Clubs. I burned the last shield, which is nice. That's going to set up Witch Cast for the Blizzard at the end. He gets off of Foul Play, and I'm like, alright, can I get off this Bone Club? Because there's no way I can make it to my Shadow Ball before he can. I'm able to fade it down, and he's able to farm up on me a little bit, and I'm like, can I get to a Shadow Ball? I was like, the switch timer just got off, and and then I just made it to the Blizzard, but he won the CMP tie, and then Dragon Pulse. So even this Sky Attack, it would have taken me out anyway. GG's. It was a good effort on my part. Next match. This time, he keeps it the same. It's Charizard. I bring in Cloyster this time. Make him shiver a little bit. And I'm getting to that Icy Wind. Now, is this going to be a Dragon Claw or Blast Burn? It is Dragon Claw. Shucks! And so I get to that Icy Wind. Going to see if I can get a shield or anything. I do. And its attack is lowered. And I'm like, alright. Even as this is Blast Burn, I'm okay. Okay, it's just Dragon Claw. Great. And then here comes the Altaria. I'm okay with this matchup. I just have to Icy Wind it down. And boom, its attack is lower. I debated whether or not to switch, but I was like, just do whatever damage I can. And then he's going to get off a Sky Attack. I'm just going to let it come through. And because it's, -1, debuffed. So might as well. Here comes another Sky Attack. I have to shield this one because I want some energy for his Pokemon in the back, because I was expecting his Shiftry to be there, and I needed my Altaria alive. And then I'm trying to get to that Sky Attack. There's a little lag, but it wouldn't make too much of a difference. I tried to catch the charge move, which I do. Nice. But, I'm just going straight for Mud Bombs because I'm expecting a Leaf Blade at any moment. He's being smart about it and farming up. He's not going to let me get to the Blizzard. So I'm just trying to get Mud Bombs off, seeing how many I can get, how much I can weaken this Shiftry. Here comes the Leaf Blade. Now the question is, did he charge up enough for a Foul Play to take me out? He did. And there I am. Right now, 1-2 in this tournament. 1 win, 2 losses. Let's see if I can at least win the third match in this round. Okay, so I have Altaria up front, and then I was like, alright, it's probably just my composition that's all messed up. So I'm just going to, like the very first round, take this Dragon Claw. I'm going to go for the Sky Attack, and then is he going to take it? He does not. Burn his shield, great. And then I'm going to shield this Dragon Claw. Alright. And I'm going to the Sky Attack, and does he shield it this time? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1, he does. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to need my shield. When I bring in Cloyster, he's going to feint it down, and then I'll have energy for, the Icy Wind, a head start on it. And at this point, he's waiting a while. He's thinking what to bring in because he knows I know his stuff. And so I go for the Icy Wind. I know this is a Leaf Blade, so I'm going to shield it right now. And Icy Wind is going to knock it out. He is out of shields. There's nothing he can do about it. Boom, it's gone. And then in the back is his Altaria, using that double flying strat. And all I have to do is get off this Icy Wind, and GG's. At least 1-1. Okay, Rilo, get yourself together. We're going to bring ourselves back. We're going to make sure we have a positive ending. And the first match on that road to being, 3-2 is against Kizimamba. He has Altaria, Golbat, Cradily, Marowak, Bronzong, and Ludicolo. And I'm like, alright, he has some spice picks. Let's see how it fares against my Pokemon. Alright, I'm starting off with Bronzong. He starts off with his Golbat. And I'm like, alright, this is manageable. I have to be careful, though, of his Ghost-type moves. And so I was thinking it was going to be the Ominous Wind, and I called it right. He did not get a boost. Great. And I'm going straight for the Shy Shock to either kill it or take out a shield. I take out a shield, good. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's going to be a fake out or something. And it is. Poison Fang, I called it right. He goes into his Bronzong, and I'm going to my Alolan Marowak. This is looking good. I decided that I shouldn't shield, and it's a Heavy Slam. Alright, great. On my part, I'm going for the Bone Club just to see if I can either do damage or take a shield. He took it, and then I'm able to farm him down, and I have energy for a Shadow Ball, which is going to go against this Altaria. Is he going to shield? He does not. And, things are looking great. I have switch priority, and I'm going into my Altaria because it's like, alright, his Altaria is low enough. I have Bronzong that I'm saving in the back for his Golbat that comes out, but Golbat comes out prematurely. I'm able to knock that out, and I go for the Sky Attack against his Altaria, and he's going to shield that, and then I go into my Bronzong just so I can get the Psyshock off and guarantee the win. GG's, man. GG's. Alright, the next match, I'm going to start off with my Altaria this time, and what is he going to bring? Cradily, and I'm like, alright, I have to be very careful of that Stone Edge. And then, I'm farming it down a little bit, getting to that Sky Attack. I'm going to block this Stone Edge, because I knew it was going to be that, and then I get this Sky Attack off. And does he shield? He does not, but I thought he was going to, so I switched into Bronzong to have it more favorable. And, yeah. So, Grass Knot, now he has a switch advantage. I'm like, crap. So I'm going to go for this this Bulldoze, seeing if he, falls for it. He does not. I've decided I'm just going to take this. Things are not looking too good, but I'm able to at least get one more Confusion off. And then I bring in my Altaria just so I can feint down this Marowak. I'm like, alright, I can take a Shadow Ball. Yeah. And then, just trying to feint it down. But I was like, I got scared. I was like, alright, I'm going to get a Sky Attack off. I have some energy, a little extra to help with the Cradily or this Golbat. I'm like, alright, Sky Attack. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Is he going to let go through? He does. But will I... Alright, I'm just going to take this Poison Fang. And then it's all on Alolan Marowak's shoulders. Come on, Willow. You got this. And then in comes an attack. I'm like, it's probably an Ominous Wind. I was right. And then he swaps into his Cradily. And then I'm just able to feint it down with Fire Spin. Alright, GG's. And then we do one more match just for kicks and giggles. And you start off with Bronzong again. He starts off with Cradily. This is a good matchup for me. I'm just going to, get off the Psychic. He swaps, and then into his Alolan Marowak. He's going to take it, and then I switch into my Altaria, just going to go to town on it. I know I can take this Shadow Ball, but yeah. And then I just feint it down all the way, and I have moves ready for whatever comes in, and I just go straight for the Sky Attack. And does he let this hit? No. Yeah, he does. And then, going for the other Sky Attack because I farmed up so much. And then he's going to shield this time, and then I'm doing some damage. I'm just going to let this charge attack come. It's a Poison Fang. And, okay, what am I going to bring in? I'm going to bring in my Bronzong because I don't think he can get to an ominous win at this point, and boom, it's gone. And then in come his Cradilly, and I'm like, all right, I'm doing pretty good. I know whatever charge moves he has, it's not going to do too much. I'm going to go for the Psy Shock, burn his last shield, and as I do, and then seeing if I can get to another Psy Shock. Here comes another move. I'm going to shield it, and then I'm going to go straight for the Psy Shock. And is this going to kill? I wasn't 100% sure, so I brought in Willow just in case, and it's able to feint it down. GG. Okay, for my final matchup, it is going to be against I Like Churches, the guy that was running the tournament, and he's going to be bringing Probopass, Noctowl, Shiftry, Wishcash, Poliwrath, and Wigglytuff. Now, I have to win this in order to get a positive score at the end, so let's see how we do. Alright, I'm going to start off with my Bronzong for whom, and what is he going to start off with? I catch the lead, it's a Wiggly, a shiny Wiggly nonetheless. And so, I'm going to go straight for the Psy Shock. You know, either going to do some damage or take his shield. He decides to take it. Nice. And then I'm going to farm down the rest of the way so I have a Psy Shock ready, or almost ready for whatever he brings. And it is going to be a Probopass. I should have just farmed up a little bit more, but I'm able to take the shield. Nice. And then I'm going to see if I can get to the Bulldoze this time. He's going to get off a charge move. I decide I'm just going to take it. It's a Magnet Bomb, it doesn't feint, and then I go straight for the Bulldoze, so he's either going to shield this or take a heavy amount of damage, and he took the damage. I'm not able to Confusion it down. I'm just going to take this charge move, and I have 2 Pokemon, 2 shields for whatever is in the back. I bring in a Alolan Marowak, and I'm like, alright, it's a Shiftry, I have 2 shields, this is favorable for me, so I'm going to use one of those shields. I'm going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, because if he doesn't block it, it's going to almost feint his Shiftry. He doesn't block it, and I just need 1 Fire Spin. And that's GG's for the first round. And the next round, pause for effect. Alright, here comes the Marowak, here comes his Probopass. I'm like, okay, this is good. I just have to be careful of the Rock Slide and make sure to get off the Bone Club. Speaking of Rock Slide, here comes one that I shield. And speaking of Bone Clubs, here's one. Is he going to take or shield? He decides to shield it. He's going to switch out into his Shiftry. I decide to go into my Shiftry, and we're going to see who plays it a little bit better. He goes straight for the Foul Play. I decide to take it. Alright, I'm going to go straight Leaf Blades. It's more energy efficient. Alright, there goes Leaf Blade number 1, and can I get to another one before it gets to his? No. I decide to shield this. It is another Foul Play. Okay, so he's burning more energy, so I decide to tap one more time before I go to the Leaf Blade, so I have a little bit extra energy for whatever he brings in. He decides to take it. He still has 1 shield though. And then I'm going to use another Leaf Blade and see how much damage I can do against this Probopass before I switch out. And so I go straight for the Marowak, saving Shiftry for later. And then is he going to get off that Rock Slide? Yeah, he's going to. I don't have any shields. And so can I get to a Bone Club? He decides to switch out into Poliwrath. I decide to just... Well, I mean, I was planning on going for the Bone Club against the Probopass, but he switched out, he got me there, and then I'm like, okay, I have to bring out Bronzong. Hopefully this is not a dynamic punch. I feel in my heart it is, but it's a power-up punch, and I'm like, okay, I can feint him down. I'm good. These power-up punches aren't going to do much. I'm safe. I got this match. And I have a Bulldoze ready for his Probopass in the back, and that's going to be GG's. Worthy opponent, and thank you once again for hosting the tournament. But we have one more match, so let's see how that plays out. Okay, I decide to bring in my Shiftry. He decides to bring in Noctowl. Good, good. Not good for me. So I go into Bronzong, and he's like, okay, he's going to get a Nightshade off. He's not switching out. I let the Nightshade go through because it was going to KO. And so I'm going to Psy Shock. And I'm going to try my best to feint it down with the Psychics. He's going to get off the Sky Attack, and I'm going to shield it up because I want my Bronzong alive. Down goes his Noctowl. In comes his Wishcash, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to Psy Shock, just do as much damage as I can at this point. And yeah, here comes Psy Shock number 2. Is he going to shield? He has to. He uses that shield, and in comes his Mud Bomb. He's tired of all this psychic Trying to think of an appropriate word. Anywho, here comes Okage, and he's going to get off a Leaf Blade. Is he going to block it, or does he have something in the back to counter it? He decides to block it, and I'm going for another Leaf Blade. Not before he gets off a Mud Bomb, and I shield it because I thought it might have been a Blizzard, and he switches into his Shiftry, and I'm like, okay. So this is probably going to be a foul play. It's not going to kill, but it's going to... it's pretty low, so I'm going to get off this Bone Club thinking, you know, I might as well do as much damage as I can. I'm able to get one Fire Spin off. Can I get to the Leaf Blade before he does? I do. And then I'm just going to chunk away. All I have to worry about is the Wish Cache in the back. Does it have enough to get to a Blizzard? It doesn't matter because I get into my Leaf Blade and take it out. GG's, man. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks again, I Like Churches, for throwing the tournament, and congratulations, Ace Leader Sky, for winning the whole thing. Always taking those W's. Anywho, that's it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can see more PvP content from this guy. That's it for now, and remember to keep fighting strong.